Are you guys looking for a roommate before school starts in a month? Are you guys trying to find what the best shower caddy is or the best shower slippers? Or are you guys trying to find out what the best sleep schedule is? Well, look no further because today we're going to be discussing the 10 things that you need to do before college starts. Let's get started. Now, the first thing that I highly recommend everyone does before college starts is, of course, dorm shopping. I think it is such a necessity, especially in your first year, to have everything you need to get going, because once college starts, you're not really going to be having time to go and purchase things. You're more so going to be so focused in trying to make friends and trying to catch up on your classes. So I highly recommend checking out one of my videos that has everything you need to know about dorm shopping. But when you're buying things for college, it's also really common for people to overpack or overbuy. So I recommend you split up your spending into 3 things: I need, I want, and I wish. Make sure that every time you're categorizing your spending, because when the school year starts, you want to make sure that you're actually having enough money to go out, buy textbooks, and even hang out with your friends as well. That's one important tip for you guys. The next thing that I see that a lot of people don't really think about is, of course, budgeting. Having a sort of timeline to how much you want to spend throughout the school year is very, very important. You want to make sure that you're not overspending and that you know exactly when you come into college how much you want to be spending and where you want to delegate it. For example, I've made sure in my first year I had a lot of money to spend and really be able to socialize without any financial barriers. However, later on, I started emphasizing more and picking up my coursework as well. So I put more money into my textbooks. I put less money into food and spending because I didn't really emphasize going out as much. So I think it's very, very important to kind of itemize your schedule of spending based also on the quarter or time of the year that you're in as well in your first year. Next thing I think that everyone really gets not doing in the first year is, of course, to draft a resume. I think it is probably the most important thing that will help you net internships and jobs in college, and it's one of the best things to help you stand out from your peers when you're applying to professional work. I will drop a resume template down below that you guys can use, but if you guys want to ask me more questions about jobs and stuff like that, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I can make more videos about how to really get internships and jobs as well. And also, don't see a lot of people doing is planning out their coursework for the year. Now, this might be different for everybody because some people might find out that they want to do different majors, but if you know that the major that you're doing right now is what you want to do in the future, then I highly recommend looking at the course patterns and coursework for the entire school year and seeing what classes are offered for each quarter. Sometimes there are classes that are offered once a year, and it's really important that you register and plan it out so that when it comes down to the time period that you have to actually register for classes, that you're prepared and good to go. The next thing that I highly recommend people is the social media of your certain school. I think when it comes down to really looking at the individual campuses, I think it's really important to network and know your peers before you come to college. You want to make sure that you're actually putting yourself out there, because when it comes down to making friends, networking and getting yourself out there is one of the key aspects to college. I mean, when it comes down to myself, I find it so easy to really get along with people because I knew one person that led to another person and another person led to me meeting another person. It's really about who can introduce you to who and how that person can lead you into more opportunities for yourself to grow and learn on a professional and on a personal basis as well. The next tip that I really see a lot of people not doing before college starts is also getting adjusted to your sleep schedule. Now, I know there are horror stories about people sleeping at 5, 6, 7 a.m. and being up for 2 to 3 days just studying for the midterms or finals. But to be honest, if you manage your time well, that won't be an issue for you. What I recommend people doing a week or 2 before college starts is getting adjusted to the sleep schedule that you chose. Now, if you haven't got your schedule for the next year, that's something that you can look toward changing. But if you already have access to your schedule for the next following quarter or semester, I recommend taking a look at that and saying when is the ideal time that you would want to sleep and the ideal time that you want to wake up. If you're a morning person like me, I simply started sleeping at 10, 11 in the night and woke up at 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning. It's something that I highly recommend people take advantage of, because when school hits you, you really don't want to be running on fumes, because trust me, when you're running on fumes, it's 2 hours of sleep and you have midterm tomorrow, is not a pleasant feeling. One of my biggest regrets from the summer before college was not getting involved on the clubs on campus before the school year started. Now, I know this might be different for some people because they might not know what they want to get involved in, but I know from my school at UCR, there was a program called Highland Link where I was able to look at the programming, the membership, and the mission statement of each and every club at UCR. When it comes to college, clubs are one of the best ways to get involved, and they're the gateway to improving your network and your soft skills as well. If you haven't already taken a look at the clubs at your certain school that you're going to be attending in the fall, make sure that you look at the clubs that are in your certain major and also clubs that you want to be involved. For example, even though I'm studying business, I was very involved in the student government on campus, and I was researching and applying internships in the summer prior to the fall quarter starting. Now, one tip that I struggle with sometimes even is just the idea of reaching out and asking for help. Now, when you as a first year, you might not know what to do, you might not know what's going on with college, and you really want to get a feel for everything. So I recommend reaching out to people who might have went to the college before, or people who seem friendly and nice for maybe second, third, even fourth. I think there's many people at any college who love to support and nurture your growth within college, and I think it's really important just for you to establish that network and that connection just by reaching out. I think one of the best ways to reach out is just to simply introduce yourself, and I think that the majority of people are really kind, especially at my school, and would be willing to help you, but only if you're willing to take that first step. Now, the next tip is probably one that you can actually take advantage of right now, which is just to enjoy your summer. You know, when I was in your guys' space a year ago, I really felt that I had to know everything about college and be good to go. But truth is, you learn a lot of stuff on the way. You don't have to know everything before going to college, but you have to have the right positive mind and positive attitude. But you can do all that while creating memories with your friends. I know especially for me, it's much harder for me to really see my friends from high school, as a lot of them have moved, go to different schools, and have a lot of different responsibilities as they did a year ago. So I want you guys to really take into account the time that you have with your friends right now and the time that you have with your family. You know, you're not gonna have this time ever again in your life. So I recommend you take the most advantage of it and create the best memories that you can. But with that, I wanna thank you guys so much for watching this video. And you know, I really wanna thank you guys so much for all of the support you guys have been showing me. We're almost at 100K views for the channel, and we're almost nearing 350 subscribers. So from the bottom of my heart, I really wanna thank you guys, and it really means a lot that within a year I've been able to do so much, and the achievement and interaction you guys have given me is just outstanding. Thank you guys so much.